Hey everybody, it's Arkansas Ray with another sort of a review video again. And listen, I hate to make it look like this is turning into some sort of review channel, but it's not. It's just I got a lot of gadgets and things for Christmas, and so just thought I would just share my experience. This is not sponsored by anyone in any way. These items were all purchased ourselves. So anyway, what I have today is after my last video. See if I can get this focus in. So on the last video I did, I talked about the Maybesta wireless microphone, lapel microphone system, which was this one here. And I do have, I'll put a link in the video in the description below so that you can take a look at that one too. But so anyway, this was purchased off of Temu as well. And actually I think the other one was purchased off Amazon. This was purchased off of Temu, and this one was just about the cheapest set I could find, the one with the dual mics. And one of the big differences with this was that it had the little dead cats to go on top of them. So my other one, the other Maybesta cameras, the other Maybesta microphones didn't have that. And so I wanted to get something that had that on there. So anyway, we're going to unbox this, take a look at everything, and then we'll do some comparisons between this and the Maybesta, and just not having any kind of lapel mics on at all. Right now I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max that is recording this as we speak, and so that's what we're using now, and that's what the sound is. But let's take a look at this, and then we'll do some comparisons. All right, so this is the cheapest, most generic lavalier microphone system you can find. It is for, I did buy this for the C port and not the iPhone port. So, but it does say on the side here if it's for Type C, if it's for iPhone. So let's take a look in the box. So in the box, again, just some cheap plastic packaging. Looks like we've got some instructions. There are some instructions, I believe, in English somewhere on there. And then you'll see that we have, of course, the microphones themselves. I will say with the microphones that these do not swivel, which is one reason I went with the Maybesta, is because it had a clip that swiveled on it. Otherwise, they feel about the same. Not much of a difference there. Of course, a little charging port. And of course, your main receiver. So you have transmitters, receiver, and this just plugs straight in and it starts working pretty much as soon as you plug this into your phone and then plug this in. It starts working immediately, just about. You may have to go through and connect it the very first time. And then, as I mentioned, this comes with the little dead cats. Now, I've tried to put these on little lapel mics before, lav mics, and it can be rather difficult to get these on, but it is possible, and they do work. So that's pretty much everything that comes in the box. 2 lapel mics, receiver, charging cord, some little dead cats, dead mouse, whatever you call it, and some instructions that may have some English instructions with it. All right, so we're going to hook this up and compare it to the Maybesta, and of course then you can compare it to what it sounds like without it. And by the way, I do want to mention that this receiver will not, if you have an OtterBox, like an OtterBox, I have an OtterBox Defender specifically on my iPhone, and this will not go into it because this is not long enough. Now the Maybesta that I have is long enough that it will go into the phone with the case on it. This will not, so it may depend on your case, on how thick it is. If not, they do make extenders, little extender adapters that you can purchase to go on this. and make it to where you can put that in without taking the case off. Or the alternative, of course, is just to take your case off. All right, let's take a listen at what everything sounds like. So this is what I sound like without any kind of lapel mics on at all. This is in a fairly large room, and as you can tell, it's pretty echoey. This was with no effects. I'm not using any kind of processing that is available on the iPhone. This is just raw audio, straight as it sounds, going into the phone. Okay, so this is with the Maybesta microphone. Again, this is a microphone that I ordered. I believe it came off of Amazon. And I have a description for this available in the link below. But tell me what you think about this. Does it sound like it's okay? It seems like in my experience, this has seemed a little bit muffled. But at the same time, it seems like it allowed more of the ambient sound. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second when we try the other microphone from Temu. But anyway, I tell you what, with any of these microphones, I don't think you can go wrong because they are so darn cheap compared to what microphones used to cost. So, all right, so that's this one, the Maybesta. Let's move on to the Temu microphone and take a listen to it. All right, so now I have the microphone system from Temu on here. Again, this is one of the cheapest microphone systems I could find. And I didn't mention the price earlier. That price I paid somewhere, I think it was $6.99. $6.99 to get the two microphones. We'll take another look at the box here. That is what the box looks like. So you see there's not anything fancy about it whatsoever. It seems like I'm not going to lie, I've actually tried this mic out once before, and the problem I seemed to notice was that it would knock out the ambient sound. So it was good about knocking out any kind of wind noise, anything like that. That was great. And I don't know what it's going to sound like in here. It's a pretty big room. It's echoing pretty bad in here right now. So I don't know if that's picking up on the microphone right now or not. But I will say this. If you're going to, unless you're going to spend, quite a bit of money for some high-end lav mics, pretty much anything I think you can find on Temu is going to be okay to have. And one of my only regrets when I bought this is I wish that I would have spent $14, $15 and got, I think somewhere between 15 and 20, you can get a system that has 4 microphones on there. And I wish I would have got that. And the reason being is because I would like to have a mic for myself. I would love to give a mic to someone else when I'm interviewing them. But often I am talking to a pair of people, whether it be a couple or just a couple of people standing there. And then who knows, it may be a case where there's 3 people, and I would love to mic up every single one of those. And there are kits available where there's at least 4 microphones and a receiver on there as well. So check those out. But tell me what you think about this. Tell me, please leave a comment below. Again, I'm not trying to be a review channel. It's just that I love gadgets, and as I'm buying this stuff, I just want to share whatever knowledge I have, and that way you can be a little more knowledgeable when you try to when you go to purchase these items yourself. All right, please give me a like if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. I'd very much appreciate it. Just a simple man showing you some simple stuff. And I can't think of any fancy catchphrases. But anyway, y'all have a good one.